Hello everyone! Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age the Veilguard. Now off screen, didn't really do much, so yeah. But we do have some things to do now. We're going to be going down to do some outings this set. Sorry, brain fart. Hold on a second. Sorry, was just checking to make sure my mic was working. Alright. Today's set might be a little short because I want to get the outings done. And depending on quests, we may do some more. We'll see. Oh wait. Ow. Ribcage. Let me... Been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed, so... There we go. Okay. Oop. Start quest. They're gonna be outings only, so...
Hassan can get the gate.
Sorry, hold on a second. I'm getting me a drink.
Another truffle hunt?
No, we're meeting Eldrin, the old elf I told you about. I
Bitchin'.
spent summers here. Tended Hollow when I was a kid.
Hard to imagine the mighty hunter hanging out with deer.
Not everything in the forest should be hunted. Hassan, hang back.
Fair, fair. Howdy.
Eldrin, I got your message.
Oh? Who are you?
It's me, Davrin.
I knew a Davrin once. Strange kid. Too small, even for an elf.
Well, now, hold on.
So, this walking mountain of armor I see before me can't be him.
You sure got old and cranky.
You got old and far too good looking. I was always the lady killer.
This is Rook. We're working together.
And can you be trusted around our holler, Rook?
I'd be honored for the chance to earn their trust.
The holler decide that. And if you don't impress them, their antlers let you know. Arlathan Forest is wrong in a way I've never seen.
We know.
The holler aren't coming around, and these old bones aren't up to the task of chasing them anymore. I'm worried they're sick. I need you to check on them for me.
Hassan, I told you.
Is that what I think it is?
I'm looking after him.
Remarkable. A griffin. Never thought I'd see one. Maybe all those summers here rubbed off. The monster hunter turned shepherd.
Davrin's got a soft spot in there. Hassan's digging it out.
Just keeping his nose clean.
Seems my old lesson sunk in. Not every creature in the forest is quarry.
I didn't ignore everything you said. And now, we've got some holler to find.
Davrin, I'm glad to see you took the road less traveled. It suits you.
You know,
Okay. What
kind
do
of
we do?
interesting, but I think
Find some
Davrin's
stone, a marble
Vaseline,
tree,
the facial
and
tattoo, is
berries.
actually of
I thought
Ghilan'nain.
we were looking for Hala.
Now that I'm thinking of it.
A lot of people would go chasing after him, running around, getting nowhere. Holler can keep that up for days. Trick I've learned. Ringing the dinner bell's a lot easier than searching the whole damned forest.
True. Fun side note, that's how humans became what we are, kind of. We are the only persistent hunters. Persistence hunters, I think is the phrase. Basically, we just... A lot of animals are fast, but they don't have the stamina to match it for very long. So what we did to hunt deer before we had, you know, bows, arrows, and shit like that, was just keep running until they tire themselves out.
Here we go. Found a maple tree.
See if it has a dead branch.
I think the
Got it.
It's hollow, right?
there were some people who
It
actually,
mimics a hollow's call.
what was it?
The dinner bell.
Not ringing it yet, but that's the idea.
Here, some
Would
bannerberries.
run them until they actually died, type of a deal,
Serious
or
candy.
just
I'll
passed
lock
out from
them up.
the fatigue.
Interesting. Wonder what they taste like.
Don't even think it. Uncle Elgar'nan let me try one once as a lesson.
Ugh.
It lasted an hour. Paralysis, hallucinations, cramps. Uh-huh. Great for Hala. Bad for people.
Nah, eat it.
Over here, stone root.
Dick, good. Hang on to that. We slice away the outer husk. There's seeds inside that mimic the Hala mating scent.
I thought we were ringing the dinner bell.
Maybe it's a romantic dinner.
Fair, fair.
Time to get out that marple branch and call the Hala.
He sounds excited.
Let's hope it's that and not I'm hungry for venison.
You know, I've never really had venison before, which is weird because my uncles love to hunt and they used to get deer a lot. One of my uncles actually would
on the
taught me how
other
to
side
butcher
of
a
this.
deer. But that was a long time ago. I don't remember a thing about it.
He senses something. Could be Hala.
We've got a griffin. Hassan could track them.
I need to be careful of the predator in him that's ingrained to hunt and kill things before they kill him.
He'd attack the Hala.
Probably not, but he's never seen one.
Fair. Also, Ghilan'nain allegedly made the Hala, so that's why she's called Hala Mother.
This is a good spot. Lay out the stone root and bannerberries.
Sounds good.
Time to blow the horn. I'll let you have the honor.
Oh, thank you, man.
It looks sick.
It's okay. We're here to help. How do we help?
Look around for more bannerberries. Hassan, don't you even think about going after...
Davrin, remember, trust.
Right. Turlum. Okay. Hassan, do as I would do, boy. Be nice.
Did Hassan just bring it some food?
He did. I'll be damned. Won't forget that anytime soon. Thanks for helping out.
Something new every day. She could always be like this. There's more to him than hunting darkspawn.
Eyes of an eagle, roar of a lion. But maybe the heart of a Hala.
And the appetite of all three? You found your Turlum.
Yeah, we did. Come on, boy. You did good.
Aww.
We'll need to tell Elgar'nan about this Hala.
Can I pet him?
Easy there, girl. You just enjoy that meal.
So your uncle is quite the character.
Elgar'nan will drink you under the table, then the floor, then bury you in the basement as a joke.
I love him. That's great.
Most of my clan didn't understand why I left. Elgar'nan had an open mind, saw I was restless.
He approved.
He knew I had to find my own way. though he warned me about joining the Wardens.
Too dangerous.
Too much darkness. Elgar'nan always preached balance in life.
Not something Grey Wardens seem to know much about.
We reek of darkspawn all the time. I guess that's why working with Hassan, there's something to be said for drawing strength from the light.
There. Where's that chest at? Here? Oh, nice. Onwards.
Any luck?
We found one. Looked sick.
I was afraid of that. If you can find more Vanaberries,
Hassan took care of it.
a griffin held to holler?
It's like he was a shepherd. I couldn't believe it.
Remarkable.
Nothing about that in the training manual.
The world knows griffins as warriors who fought Darkspawn, but they existed long before that.
Existed as what?
A creature of the wild, free to explore their nature.
But griffins live for the hunt.
So do you. Yet now, you're a caretaker.
I'm proof that anything can change. Don't know if it's for the better.
Nothing about change is ever certain. I once knew a restless young elf who believed there was more to life than shoveling hollow manure. It's the nature of nature to surprise us.
Maybe you're right. See you around, Eldrin.
Just want to give Hassan some scritches. They're so cute. Alright. That was fun. Next one is going to be... Let's go hang out with Emmerich. Oop. Back up. There we go. Been a minute since we've gone home, so let's check it out. Where do we need to go? Might be a little faster than a fast travel there. They're running all the way through the necropolis.
I'd be happy to assist on the next journey.
My friend.
Now, what do you have to say for yourself?
Did I miss something?
Since we're here to gather flowers for the dead, I thought I'd teach Manfred some plant names. But I just caught him attempting to wade into a rose bush.
That must have been frustrating.
He knows he's not supposed to play in the horticulture. Oh, Manfred. Whatever will happen to you if I pass on?
If?
Ah, there's something I'd like to talk about. Do you know what a lich is, Rook?
An undead mage that's retained their mind. They're theoretical, aren't they?
The idea fascinated me when I was younger. For years, I researched and experimented, spoke with spirits and mages. Then, eventually, I found them.
Who?
The Lich Lords of the Grand Necropolis. Necromancers before me who'd transformed themselves into true living dead.
Incredible. Did the other Watchers know?
or the most senior do. You weren't high enough in the Order to be informed. The Liches are the great protectors of the necropolis, bulwarks against forces that threaten creation. After years of tests and rituals, they granted me my desire, the right to attempt lichdom.
Emmerich, that's amazing.
Is it?
Sounds like the pinnacle of necromancy.
Lichdom is an incredible honor. Immortality, prestige, the most hallowed ranks of the Watchers, as well as a chance to be of service past my allotted years. But there are considerations. Come, we have flowers to gather for the dead.
Okay,
idea of Lich is
but
kinda
I've
freaking me
got
out.
questions.
But I like the idea that they are benevolent in this series, not just evil necromancers like in every other iteration of
Blue
them.
creepvine. This will do nicely.
So, if you were a lich, it wouldn't be a spirit mimicking you. It'd be your actual soul in the corpse.
It would.
I didn't think. Wait, is that what Vorgoth is?
Oh, no one knows what Veilguard is.
That's funny.
Moon blossoms, famed in verse and song.
Smells like perfume. Do liches have a sense of smell?
I've been told that while some of my senses will dull, others will become available. Other than that, I can't say if the flowers would still hold their bloom for me. Lichdom serves a purpose. There are dark things in creation, threats to both our world and the Fade.
Really?
The Liches of the Necropolis have the insight and the abilities to oppose them.
And you're joining them when?
Certain elements have held me back.
That's not ominous at all.
There's no ready instructions for lichdom. The steps must be discovered on one's own over years to be fully understood.
Does the spell to become a lich kill you, or do you have to...
No, mercifully, that falls to another watcher. After my death, my soul will be drawn back into my body instead of moving on to whatever lies beyond.
Interesting.
So, what's holding you back from lichdom?
Even with all my preparations, there's a chance I could die permanently during the rites. What cowardice! A promise of immortality, an end to all my fears, and the final veil stays my hand.
That's reasonable. Lots of people are afraid of dying.
Is it? When it keeps me from what I most desire? Traditionally, candidates for lichdom face one final sifting of the soul. If they avoid it, you saw my old colleague.
Hezenkos? She's a lich.
A half-lich, though that hasn't diminished her powers. Until I stop her plans, I won't possess the peace of mind for lichdom. Why don't you select the next flowers, Rook?
Sure.
So I get the sinking suspicion that
So, what's a half-lich
it drives
exactly?
the process
Johanna
can drive someone
attempted
insane.
the rites of lichdom and failed. Stuck in her in-between state, she is supremely dangerous, but can't learn any new magic.
No wonder Hezenkos was shouting so much.
Oh, she's always been that way.
Meh.
What about the sifting of a soul that Hezenkos avoided?
The spirits of the necropolis judge whether a candidate is worthy of the power and responsibility of lichdom.
How'd she become a lich without it?
I shared some knowledge when we were colleagues. She apparently put together more than I knew. It would be just like her to skip the rituals, the cleansings, the preparations of the soul.
See, my theory is she did the process, thinking it was all just need to be academic, just purely you have steps 1, 2, and 3, and it'll equal up to 4. But didn't realize the trauma the death would cause onto her soul, causing her to be driven insane, and she's in that partial state forever.
For a Watcher, Hezenkos is pretty harsh on spirits.
We made allowances because of her discoveries. Too many. Spirits are not things to be disposed of.
You really care about them.
They're so susceptible to the world's whims, Rook. Some spirits are dangerous, but how quickly most respond to a bit of kindness or care, or simple attempt to understand. For all she's done, I can't condemn Johanna for attempting lichdom. That freedom from mortality, that divorce from fear. And of course, time to read all of one's books.
Of course.
Of
But
course.
how she's abused her abilities. Are my intentions enough to fare better?
Worrying's a good sign.
We have enough flowers. There's something I'd like to show you.
Okay. What you showing me?
Here we are.
Oh, so these flowers are for...
Yes. If you could place them on the graves, please.
In memory of Rupert and Eleanor of Volcarin. They walk eternity hand in hand.
After I became a Watcher, I erected a proper shrine to my parents. When I come to talk, I like to think they listen. Well, don't be shy. Introduce yourself.
Rook, also a Morn Watcher. How'd you do? Do you remember your parents?
Some memories are bright. Others are akin to those dim early morning dreams one gets sometimes. Lately, I wondered what they'd think of our current course. The choices ahead.
Your lichdom.
What would they have wanted me to be?
I can tell you what I think they'd want you to be.
What's that?
Happy. You could always speak with your folks, couldn't you?
My parents last saw me as a boy. By the time I mastered my corpse whispering, I was a man. If I woke them, there might be a flash of recognition, or... Besides, if I speak to too many other spirits, Manfred might grow jealous.
Can't have that.
He'd be impossible, I agree.
I love this little bit. It's a nice quiet moment. Alright, on to the next mission. Nev. And then once we're done with that, we can call it. Possibly. Maybe. I don't know. This would technically be the closest. Excuse me, Balara. Honestly, it might have been faster if I would have taken the elevator.
What's going on? What is it?
Oh well. I will say there's one thing I missed from the older games, and that's the random encounters. Like in Origins, if you were traveling from like Ostergard or Redcliffe, you would have a chance of getting into a random battle. Same was true with 2. Inquisition was just sort of an open world battle, and here it's just once you clear out all the battles, it's done. But that's just me, you know?
Well, I'm late. Tried grabbing something from Hal's on the way, but the fish fry's not running. So much for supper.
What have you been doing?
Chasing leads. On Alias Venatori, Docktown's missing people, and anything that might come close.
Find anything?
Plenty. Something I can use is another story. So here we are. I'm out of leads, and you're at that supper I promised.
Don't worry about it. And this case? We'll get through it eventually.
Yeah. I could use a walk. And some rocks. You up for it?
Rocks?
Yeah.
Hey, let's skip some stones. We're on the
rocks.
dock.
Look for good ones.
You were serious about this?
You'll see why.
Were you keeping Nev company?
Or hoping for a treat.
No. Mineral dust. That'll do, right?
Why are we doing this?
You know what they say. Leave no stone unturned.
Really?
No.
Oh, hello. It's not called cursed because of the wrecks. If a smuggler can't handle the rocks and shallows. Alright, cool. Give me this.
You know, when I say we'll get through, I believe it.
I know you do.
You don't believe me?
I believe you think so.
Careful. That's almost optimism.
Can't have that now, can we? Is there a rock out here? There was.
All right. Time to put these rocks to use. Come on.
Alright, let's break some windows.
How are we doing?
With the rocks or in general?
Let's
Yes.
stick with the rocks.
In that case, so far so good.
A win for us?
I guess it is.
I love Nev. She's so cute. Come on, hurry up.
Over here. I'll take you to my usual spot.
Fancy.
Ooh.
Isn't it?
Is this what you do when you're out of leads?
I'd look over my notes, but I've got them by heart. I just need to clear my head.
Stepping back can't hurt. Clear minds get things done.
If only they stayed that way. You can't count on a lot here. When I started, I wasn't going to save Minrathus, never mind Thedas. But if I could take a job and follow through, well, maybe people could count on me. But at the end of the day, what have I done here? What sticks? If people like Aelia come back for more, I'm fighting, Rook. Sometimes it feels as though the city itself stabbed me in the back.
I'm here to help.
I know. But getting mixed up in my problems, it's not the smart play. Rana's partner, Brahm. Where did it leave him? Where does it leave you?
Side by side with Nev Gallus. Like you are for me.
You know you're a sap, right? She was there. We didn't see her.
This worked.
Maybe. Come on.
I love how confused Rook looked. Like, this worked. What? Yeah, clear minds help a lot.
Willing to chase a long
As a
shot?
fun side note,
We need to
I've
get to
never
the
been able
spillway.
to skip stones. I've tried for years, but I've never been able to.
You've
Well,
got
not
something on
years.
Alias.
She was there. We just didn't see her.
At the spillway.
At the relic deal. When Alia controlled Damas, she mentioned Bataris and the stolen relic. Why bring that up? Why would she care?
You think she was involved?
Or one of her puppets. She's been careful, but there may be something to pick up at the site. A witness. Anything.
So we're returning to the scene of the crime, where we fought Bataris.
It's just a hunch, but it's the best I've got.
Well,
Let's check it out.
Yeah, check it out. Long shots
What's
are kind of
the
our
plan?
forte.
Bataris had a red lyrium relic. Those don't play nice with the Veil. The Viper left me a piece. Remnants fade with time, but if we got here soon enough...
Remnants. We've got them.
Fainter than the ones we found before, but I'll see what I can draw out. Let's take a look.
Sounds good.
Got it. The thread smuggler. But this feels scrambled. Two people's thoughts in one source. She wasn't a traitor. She was a puppet. Alia moving goods to her followers.
All right.
Sure thing. Echoes of greed, pride, our Venatori, Bataris. Look there, there's more. By the waterfall.
The waterfall? There is. Well, something over there at least.
We're close to something. I can feel it.
Skipping stones really worked.
I guess some of my plans pan out. Here goes
You
nothing.
could call it a hunch.
This one's afraid. A witness? Someone else showed up too, after we left. If I can pull out more of an echo, a memory.
So Nev Gallus is back. Tell me what you saw.
Nothing, I swear.
Alia.
No. In my head. Stay out.
Bystander. They must have seen the fight.
Then Alia showed up.
Tell me, would you see this city rise? Be a thrall in service to its glorious rebirth?
Thrall? No,
Silence! Your will.
belongs to the Venatori.
I'm so sorry.
The risen god will unlock my true power. He's given me Vena Vitalis. We start here.
What's Vena Vitalis?
A rumor, an old Tevinter ritual to increase blood magic. Fake accounts appear on the black market. The real records were burned by magisters. It scared them. But if Alia cozied up to Elgar'nan, An elven god might know the trick. Or something close he could trade as our legacy.
A blood ritual. Then the missing people. It's a lead.
But where? When? Who else does Aelia break before I track her down?
Nev?
This place means something to me. But what am I to it if I can't?
You'll catch Aelia again. Dogtown's got someone looking out for them. They'll see that.
Will they? I lost Aelia once.
And she gets the last word on who won.
I'm a sucker, Rook. Getting caught up in all this. Bad habit.
You're not fighting alone.
End of the day, I'm used to counting on myself. It's how it's been.
And now you've got us. When you need it.
Yeah. We gotta stick with Nev, you know? Alright, so that's all this stuff, so unless there's something back at the lighthouse now. Which, possible. Something with Nev and Emmerich? Intriguing. I don't remember them having a conversation.
Trust me, it's her. And we're lucky. If someone found the body before us, she would have been cremated.
Ugh, I'll never understand that custom.
What are you two up to?
Rook, it's very exciting. Nev's invited me to help solve a murder.
Well, if anyone's going to gather clues from the dead.
I helped the Navaran city guard a few times, but a long-lost crime from the heart of Tevinter.
Let's not oversell it. You ready?
By the flame that stoked you, by the light that rises. Return and speak.
What do you want of this one?
You were a shadow dragon. Someone took you out.
She's already digging in. Be firm.
Why should this one speak?
For a chance to right some wrongs.
One last time.
Speak with no promise of answer.
You helped get people out of the city. Who was the last person you took?
No. Secret. This one's to protect.
They're clinging to a role, keeping secrets.
Fine. Then tell me who killed you. Did you see their face?
Their name gives the other away.
If they came for you, then they're coming for whoever you helped escape.
Don't cross back through the Fade with this weighing on you. Let us help.
Well said.
This one saw the murderer's face. Piranhas. His son wanted out for Blood Mage family. This one got the son to Azariel. Help him.
The shadow dragons will get him to safety.
Thank you.
The spirit has left us. Thank you for trusting me with one of your dead.
Wouldn't leave that to just anyone. You're a different story. Thanks for the help.
Anytime.
I always love when we get the option to pick something from our backstory. Is there anything new there? There is. Worry about that a little bit later. Come on, load up. Any more? Nope. So, like I said, it was going to be a fairly short set. Actually, a little bit longer than anticipated. I'll see you all next time when we continue on from here. But till then, as always, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone, and thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video and would like to support the channel, please feel free to like, comment, and or subscribe. This goes a long way to boosting the channel and YouTube's algorithm. If you would like to support me more directly, please feel free to check the link in the description or on the main page. You will find a link to an ebook I've written. It is a fantasy story, and I would personally appreciate it if you gave it a chance. If you do not wish to, however, that's okay as well. Just feel free to tell your friends about it instead. Of course, if you so wish to. Other than that, I hope you continue to enjoy my work, and I will see you in the next video. But until then, bye-bye.